One moment. Dang it. My little sticker thing fell out. Okay, so my little sticker thing fell out. So I was looking at chart today and whoops, let me zoom in here. Ah! My goodness. Okay, come on. So I was looking at a chart today and it dawned on me that, well, I've shared it with this to you guys before, but like Tesla has been kind of going sideways lately. You can see that it's just been, it was going progressively up and down and then sideways and up. And then after they announced, they made their $1.5 billion purchase into Bitcoin, kind of has been just going like this. I don't think Bitcoin is going to go down. In fact, I think it is going to spike up. And I know, 781 is pretty damn low. At one point, it was actually close to 900. I know this because I bought one at 845. Or was one? I bought one at 845. I forgot where I bought it. I think it was around here. And then I bought another one at 837. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to sit it freaking out because, yeah, even if it goes down to 781, I didn't know how low it was going to go. Now, I don't think it's going to go much slower than 781 or even like 750. And part of the reason being is I just think that you got too many people into this stock. The other thing too is, that $1.5 billion investment that Tesla made. They made it because, look, the inability to receive a return on his company's cash was behind the decision to buy $1.5 billion of Bitcoin. Now, I don't know what the price Bitcoin was when it was purchased, but I am pretty damn sure it was below 50K. Maybe it was below 45K. Now, Bitcoin, if you look at the current price, it is 55K. And I do see the price of Bitcoin going up overall. I've shared with you guys in previous streams community posts. I'm planning to invest into Bitcoin as soon as I freaking get verified for this thing. I don't know if there's a backlog or what, but I gave my ID, I sent it away, and I guess it has to be manually reviewed. I don't know how long that's going to take, and it just makes me a little antsy because I already set up my bank information, I sent in the documentation, but I'm sure a lot of people are trying to get into Bitcoin now. And this is one of the downsides about getting into this stuff when everybody else is hyped up on this stuff. Who knows? Maybe it will take me 5 days. Maybe it'll take me 2 weeks. Maybe it'll take me a month. I don't know. But from some people who I know who are going onto other platforms, they say, yeah, it took them like 3 weeks to hear anything back from customer service because they're just hit with so many new registration requests, and if it can't be automatically done for whatever reason, then it has to be manually looked through. So the reason why I mention this is because although the stock price of Bitcoin is kind of depressed, right? I know earnings is coming up, I believe, on May 5th, right? And a lot can happen between Tesla stock price, Tesla right now and May 5th, and also Bitcoin as well. So this is my thinking, and I might be wrong. I might be wrong, and this is not financial advice. This is just me ranting as usual. I kind of feel that Tesla, the next earnings, because of what's happening with Bitcoin, I think it's going to shoot up. And I don't know how high it's going to shoot up, but I'm pretty damn sure it's going to hit above that $900 threshold mark. So once that happens, right, and if Bitcoin, as I am speculating here, not a financial advisor, just speculating, I think as Bitcoin goes up, that $1.5 billion investment is just going to grow larger and larger and larger because the gains from Bitcoin right now, let's be honest, it's pretty unreal. So I do think there are going to be down days, but I also know that Elon is pumping up cryptocurrency like no other. I think he changed his Twitter profile picture to Bitcoin, and he's talked about Dogecoin, and Dogecoin went up as well. It's like whenever when he mentions Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency, it just spikes up. It's like the Elon Musk effect, and I don't know when it's gonna end. I truly don't know, but for I'm not saying Tesla's going to go up simply because he posts about Bitcoin. What I'm saying is that the price of Bitcoin is going to go up. It's going to add to Tesla's cash flow, and it's just going to grow possibly really freaking fast. Now, some people really believe that Bitcoin is going to hit 100K at the end of 2021. I am one of those people that do think it's possible. I don't know about 100K, but I definitely think it's going to hit 75K because right now it's at 55K. And if if the Bitcoin was purchased, let's say at 50K, I'm pretty damn sure it was purchased 45K or so. If it hits 100K, that would mean the $1.5 billion cash flow just increased to $3 billion. And yeah, um, I'm just kind of surprised by it. I kind of wonder if Bitcoin is going to help push Tesla even higher than people expect. I'm already invested in Tesla. I have 7 shares of Tesla, I believe. Yeah, 5 shares plus one plus one. Yeah, that should be 7 shares of Tesla. And I'm just sitting it out over here, seeing what happens. But I'm thinking about adding more Tesla because, yeah, I'm curious. But part of me thinks like I don't really have to add more Tesla because I'm already invested in ARK, and ARK is 10% Tesla. So I don't know. I kind of do, but then yeah, I know if I invest directly into Tesla, I'm gonna get way more gains than ARK. Yeah, so we will see. We will see over here. But I just wanted to make that quick little stream and just, hear what you guys think about it. I don't know how this is gonna. I'm not familiar with the earnings call. If uh if it would be like, oh yeah, we invested in Bitcoin, as you know, $1.5 billion, and now our $1.5 billion, if it goes to 100K, or even if it just appreciated by 20%, I wonder, how will that factor in? Because people would say, dang, Tesla has a lot more cash flow now. I don't think it's that easy for a company to double not double, but like, let's say increase their cash flow by 10 or 20%, especially during this time, when nothing changed. Just like, it's not like they added a new product line or anything like that. It's just they just chose to invest some of their cash into, yeah, I'm squeezing out lotion, by the way, if you're wondering what that noise is. They converted some of their cash over to a very aggressive investment like that. Now, yeah, I could be wrong. Maybe Bitcoin will go down between, when the next earnings go down, but I really don't see it. I kind of think that it's just going higher and higher and higher and higher. What ultimately will bring the price down? I don't know. It's complicated because when you have institutions buying Bitcoin, right? It's not just the retail people. It's not just like, okay, well, all the retail investors are pumping this stuff up. When you have institutions looking to buy Bitcoin as well, possibly keep it as one of their holdings, maybe, who knows? Maybe Apple will go soon and follow the whole Bitcoin thing. I mean, I know Apple has a lot of cash. Let's be honest here. Like, Apple has so much freaking cash, but if they wanted to grow their cash even more, maybe they would think about doing some Bitcoin. But if Apple did announce that they were investing in Bitcoin, holy crap, the price of Bitcoin would go even up higher and higher and higher. Because then they would say, man, look, Apple invested in this stuff too. And then that just solidifies with retail investors that they want to jump on the Bitcoin train too if Apple invested. So it just, yeah, let's just put it this way. If it's adopted by more big institutions, big companies, Bitcoin's only going to go up. I really don't see it going down if that happens. And yeah, Tesla is making money off of their Bitcoin investment right now. Let's see. Oh, hello, Vincent. What if CCIV steals Tesla's thunder? Nah, they're not. You know why? Because Well, first of all, CCIV stock right now is, I think, $55. Tesla right now is 781, and that's after a split, right? So this would have been much higher. This would have been like 3,000, I forgot, 3,500, something like that. Yeah, so yeah, CCIV has this, there's no comparison right now in stock price with that. I think that no, just about any real potential profit. No, the gains from Bitcoin is way higher than a lot of other stocks, unless you want to just compare it to maybe like CCIV this week, or within the last 2 weeks. And then also the price of Bitcoin never sleeps, so you can see all these. Let's see this. So like, let's show this to you guys. See, do you see this chart? What? Let's move it. Like, it's just so. January 19th, it was at 35K. Now it's at 55K. So it is almost doubled. Not almost doubled. Maybe like, I can't do math on top of my head, but yeah, it's gone. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. 3.5 is 10%, and then this has gone up like 20. Anyway, it's gone up like 20%, 20, 30% or so, I figure. I can't do math in my head right now. But yeah, it gains more very rapidly, more than a lot of the other stocks, especially now. You look at the stock market not doing so well. Amazon, oh my gosh, Amazon's been such a freaking disappointment to me today. I thought they were gonna have a gain this week. I really did. But yeah, it got all wiped away at end of day. The best Bitcoin can do, you know what, anonymous individual, I see, I have reason to believe Bitcoin is going to hit 75K by the end of the year for sure. But 100K, for them to hold 100K will be something. I do see it as being possible now. If Bitcoin hits over 100K and you have a lot of big companies backing it up too, besides Tesla, it can go even higher. But it's all contingent about people holding, right? And not people selling. And I thought about this too. I've thought like, well, what if a terrible thing happens and then the stock market crashes? There is, I don't know, there's some terrible thing happens where people are like, frick, I need to get my money out. I don't feel comfortable with it. If the stock market crashes, people are going to want to cash out their Bitcoin as well. People are only holding on to Bitcoin because they want to see the gains, right? But if they need the money, they're going to cash out. Now, if that does happen, I kind of wonder if institutions, let's say like Tesla, companies like Tesla, when they already have a healthy profit, they're going to say, dang, Bitcoin went down 15% today. We better buy more, because let's say their average, right? Let's just say this way. Their average is 45K, and then it gets up to whenever this crash happens, right? It gets up to like 60K. And then if it falls down like 10% or so, a big company who's already invested into Bitcoin say, oh, this is our opportunity to average up. And then if when the economy gets better, maybe Bitcoin will recover. So you, as a retailer, cannot compete with a company that has billions of dollars worth of cash, right? Not like a small little consumer like you and I. So if that does happen, I kind of wonder if the value of Bitcoin would hold, simply because it would be, these companies would just hold on to Bitcoin, and then it would just recover pretty quickly that way. I do know, for instance, like CCIV tanked today, for no freaking reason. It tanked about 5 or 6%. Let me pull this thing up. So CCIV today, oh, damn it, you. So you can see it was like at 6, it was this today? I don't know what's up with my chart today. It's so ugly. We're just going to use this. So today, CCIV, yeah, today's the 19th. CCIV was doing pretty good, and then something caused it to tank. I don't know what caused, oh my goodness, you guys can't see crap. Okay, So CCIV was doing pretty good today. You guys saw that it was just going up, 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 up. And then something happened. And then it tanked. And then once it tanked over here, I believe there was an order for $40 million worth of CCIV. And then it spiked a little and then it just kind of went over here. Now, I was just thinking, man, that's really something. So I don't know what, like I said, there was no news for the sell off at all. But once that sell off happened, institution kicked right in and said, yeah, we're going to buy this big amount. I kind of expect the same thing to happen about Bitcoin. And especially from a company that's already, I'm so sorry, you guys, already invested into Bitcoin. So yeah, I'm still so shocked that CCIV is kind of up there. Maybe it's not too unusual that it's at 50. Let's show you guys this. Like it's at 52.94, so it went down 8% today. Oh, it went down more than I expected. It went down to 8%. You have people who are saying like buy, buy, buy. Personally, for me, I'm like feels like a little too high for me, especially because I haven't heard any agreement yet. There is no DA, so I'm afraid that if they don't have a DA for, let's say, the next week or next 2 weeks, right, this could actually slip back down to maybe 45, 40. Who knows how long this freaking thing takes. Now when it does happen, it'll probably pop up, and then after it pops up, then there might be some sell off, because then there's that interim period of time. I'm planning to hold it. Most likely it's gonna take a while, but yeah, I do believe in, if the merger does happen, I do believe in a long. So I will also put a stop loss too after that happens. So yeah, so I am not worried about I think I don't know how they're storing it, but I'm sure it's probably really freaking safe. Yeah, he doesn't have a Tesla. He was driving Sunny's Tesla, so yeah, I should be getting to sleep soon, but I kind of had this on my mind, and I was really curious to know what your thoughts are. Now, I do know there are some people on the stream who are very pro Bitcoin, who are against Bitcoin, and at the end of it, right, as an average person, most people will not be putting in big amounts of money into investing into Bitcoin. So something like so Bitcoin is 55,661, so it's 24/7. The price of Bitcoin, it can go up, it can go down. Now the thing about Bitcoin is that if someone puts in, let's say, $1,000 into Bitcoin, for them to double their money, it's going to have to hit over 110,000, right? Because it's all about percentages. So so far today, Bitcoin went down 0.36%. So it hit actually 56K. Looks like the high was 56,449. And then it went down to 55K. And then now it's at 50. But you can kind of see it kind of just goes, oh my gosh, you guys. You can kind of see it just goes up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. So I think the price of Bitcoin, gonna be honest, it's really ridiculous to me. So if anyone bought Bitcoin, or let's say they have a full Bitcoin at, I don't know, they bought it, let's say at 30K or so, they are getting gains because they have $30,000 worth, right? Or $55,000 worth. So if this thing goes up 1%, that's a big amount of money. So, but if a new investor comes in, right, and they throw in this kind of large amount of money, let's just say they buy the whole Bitcoin, right? They can make double their money. But the thing is like the gains. How can I say this? You can tell I'm getting tired. The thing is that if you're putting a small amount of money, you're probably not going to get rich off of Bitcoin. Let's put it that way. Even if this thing gets up to, let's see, times five, 200, what's 55? 275,000, right? 270, no, let's just round it up to 60, okay? Even if this thing goes up five times to $300,000, if I put in $1,000, my investment would only go up to $5,000 because I put a small amount of money versus if I had invested back, let's say in 2010 or so, right? 2010, 2017, that would have stretched me out a lot further. So when you put a small amount of money right now, you're not going to see that much gains. And I kind of know that. But I'm curious because some people are saying things like, oh, they believe Bitcoin is going to hit 400,000 or it's going to hit 1 million. So I know the money that I'm planning to put in, which is going to be something like $2,000 a year. I'm going to average it out. It's not going to be making me like multi-millionaire or anything like that. Again, even if this thing doubles, if I put in $2,000 this year, I'm only going to be making $4,000 worth. So, but it's part of one of those curious things to see how high Bitcoin goes, and if you want to double your money, right, you can do that on another stock. So for instance, right, CCIV went up 200% since I bought it, so I would have more gain from CCIV putting $1,000 in versus Bitcoin because 200% on Bitcoin, I'm not seeing it go up that much this year. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. That'd be a lot of volatility. Yeah, if I had invested $2,000 when it was supposed to be back in 2017, I would be at probably something like, I don't know, it was $2,000. It would be over 10,000. Yeah, probably like 15,000, close to 15,000, something like that. I might be remembering it wrong though. No, probably like, no, 2,000. Yeah, no, probably like around 11,000 actually. If that my crypto was safe. And if my crypto was safe, then I would not be investing in crypto right now. But I would have just been riding out the wave and seeing like, oh, well, let's see if my 11,000 turns into 22,000 this year. So my whole thinking is that whenever I make an investment, I always try to hold long or think about holding long. And honestly, like if you have a long portfolio, you guys can see with stocks like Microsoft, you guys can see stocks like Apple. You really kind of can't go wrong. Not financial advice, just me ranting. Something like Bitcoin, you can look at the chart over here. Bitcoin has a lot of volatility. So I don't know if I can even pull this up. I can't. Let's see. Leave this. Can I pull up the price of Bitcoin? Here we go. Doesn't freaking show me. Actually, you can kind of see it. So back in 2016, you can see it was like around here. This is the price I want to get in around here. $10,000 here. Then it actually went up to 19,000. And then you can see it just went back down. See? So nobody really was talking about it in the media, right? After it hit 19,000. And when it started going down, like nobody's going to be like, oh, by the way, you guys, just wanted to tell you, Bitcoin's even going down even more. So this wasn't getting reported. At one point, it actually, look at this, it actually dropped down to $3,774. This is when, like, I heard like some firms were like, man, we got to buy Bitcoin around here. Went to hit the $3,000 mark. Just waiting, just waiting. Then it starts going up again. No one really pays attention to this, right? Not too much, but it's still going on because then you're like, okay, hey, it's going up. Hold. And then you remember that crash happened? You know which one I'm talking about. Then that happened, and then it did a slight, do you see that? It went down a little to 5,000. So if let's say And what was that? That was like 30%, right? Or am I imagining that? Yeah, it's like 30% drop right here. See? 8,000 to 5,000. See how quick that happened? So March 6th, 8,900. March 13th, 5,165. This volatility is very real. And then after that, people was like, whoa, wait, hold on, let's invest into Bitcoin. And then all these firms jumped in, and then it just went up, 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 up. Oh, inflation keeps going up, 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 up. And then now we're at 55,000. So, this, when I think about it, I think, okay, well, let's see, Erica, let's think about it. I think that with this thing going up so freaking high, it I want to naturally say I think it's gonna pull back, but when is it gonna pull back? I think it's definitely gonna pull back the next time they have a crash. So if, let's say, something catastrophic happens to the U.S. economy, Bitcoin, in my opinion, Bitcoin's gonna fall back down just like it did previously. People are gonna want to get their money out of it because it's not just Bitcoin. People want to probably get their money out of the stock market too. Just like, you remember that huge sell-off that happened around that time? Yeah, that was a pretty bad sell-off. That was a really bad sell-off. But the market recovered, and then Bitcoin recovered as well. And yeah, so you're gonna have people who get shaken out next time there's a big crash of some sort. And over time, right? People are not gonna want to hold on to, in my opinion, a lot of people are not gonna want to hold on to Bitcoin because at some point people are gonna say, "Hey, this thing is worth $55,000. You know what? I'm gonna keep it." It's kind of like that Deal or No Deal. Remember that one thing where they pick the suitcases, and then as they get closer to the bigger money, uh, Howie Mandel asks, here's the offer from the banker. The banker is offering you this much. Deal. Is it deal or no deal? And then, people think like, oh, okay, should I stay in a little longer? Should I open the next suitcase and see if there's more riches in front of me, or should I take what I can get? Some people take what they can get, um other people just hold. And for me, I'm kind, like I said, I'm very curious to see what's going to happen with this Bitcoin thing. And maybe it'll blow up in my face, maybe it won't. And this is something, right? Because again, if I invest any money into this thing right now, for me to double my money, it's gonna have to hit $110,000, and that is just kind of obscene, right? It's considered obscene, but yeah, it just seems so outlandish to me. I can't believe. Here's the thing that's outlandish. I can't even believe Bitcoin hit $55,000 because I was looking at this thing. Like I said, I was looking back at this thing when it was like 10K, and I thought to myself, like, geez, this is really expensive. Gosh, yeah, I don't feel comfortable putting in $10,000. I'll put in 12,000. That would have been what, 1/5 of a Bitcoin, right? 20.2 of a Bitcoin. And then, yeah, I thought it was purchased, so I just thought like, yeah, whatever, I'll just hold on to it. Finally, I hear about Bitcoin hitting around 30, 40K. I was like, okay, let me think about getting my purchase back, cuz yeah, I want to see how much it's really appreciated. And that's when I got the freaking news that, yeah, the investment either got locked out or it wasn't made. So it is what it is. So yeah, that's why now I'm just moving forward. And although it seems like, yeah, Erica, really, you're gonna put in some money and then see if it has to reach a freaking 110K for you to get $2,000 out of $1,000 out of there. Is it worth it? You know what? I'm willing to play around with it. I am. So I'm gonna average up every week, see what happens. If it crashes, oh well, I'm gonna be in this Bitcoin game again. I have more money into my stock account, so don't think it's like I'm going with the whole thing like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go all in onto Bitcoin. No, I wouldn't. If I wanted to make double my money, I think I could just play around with other stocks and just hold. So, for instance, right, I've shared with you guys, like, you can just go with the reliable stocks and just hold for a long time, and then you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. Like, nobody worries, again, nobody worries about Microsoft or Apple. I think everyone's like, yeah, just don't worry. They're going to release a new product. They're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. It'll be fine. No, I don't want to play options because I don't know exactly when it's going to hit certain things. I don't feel comfortable saying that kind of stuff like, oh, okay, by this time it's going to hit a certain price point. I feel like I would really screw myself a lot. So, and I don't know what's going to happen to the market. I believe in a stock long term. I do think it's going to hit a certain number, but do I really want to put money on it? Not really. Not really. Yeah. So, yeah, so I'm already invested into Tesla. I was just thinking about buying a little bit more Tesla and see how that goes, but I'm kind of on the fence about it. With 7 shares, it's not like I don't have any shares of Tesla. It is a small amount compared to other people, but I'm like, you know what? If my little 7 shares go up more, then that would be good. So, the good thing about having so let's see. This is Bitcoin. Where's my Tesla stock? So the good thing about having something. Come on, Tesla. Okay, here's my chart. Wait, is this right? Is this the 1 day chart? I guess that is the 1 day chart. Yeah, who knows? I don't know. This chart just looks kind of ugly to me today. But yeah, stonks. Money GPS. Hey, you know what? I mean, if you have like if you have like an aggressive stock and it goes up and you feel like you can make more money off of that stock, then that's something that you should probably put more money into. But I just don't know, how Tesla is going to be during their next earnings. I don't know how they're going to phrase it. I don't know what's going to happen between now and their next earnings. But I have reason to believe that I don't think I don't think Tesla's gonna go down, especially with that Bitcoin investment. I think they're gonna use that to their advantage. And if they knock it out of the ballpark, right, then, if they knock it out of the ballpark, then I think other companies will follow suit and then they will also buy more Bitcoin. Possibly. Possibly. But this is just my speculation. We shall see what happens. So yeah, you can see that crazy run up. See this? Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Just goes up, 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 up. So, how high this will go, I do not know. Yeah, so, yeah. So again, the amount that I'm putting into Bitcoin, it's not like that is an amount that I'm willing to put in. It is not something like super crazy or anything like that. I would never feel comfortable putting in something like, say, cashing out 50% of my portfolio just to say, okay, I'm going to put it all into Bitcoin. Some people are risky like that. Some people are very confident to Bitcoin. But for me, entering at this price point, I don't feel comfortable with it. And the other reason why I don't feel comfortable about it is, you remember how I was telling you guys about the Bitcoin chart? When Bitcoin was 30,000, I had told you, I had mentioned that. I said, hey, I think this is going to recover and go up to 40,000. It's just a matter of time. Now, so that's like a $10,000 pocket over there, right? But now it's like freaking uncharted territory here. So will this stay up or will this retract back down to 40s? I don't know. So that's the whole reason why I'm doing like small weekly small weekly purchases and then seeing, okay, let's see, this is how it is this week. Let's see how it is next week. Okay, next week, next week, next week. Now I'm gonna be honest, like I'm gonna be screwed temporarily if, let's say, something catastrophic happens and not only does the stock market go down, but Bitcoin goes down too. Like I shared with you guys earlier, when the crash happened in March of last year, Bitcoin went down as well, but it recovered, and I'm curious to see what happens to Bitcoin in the next 2 years. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, will we look back at this 55K and be like, man, Bitcoin's at 250K? Or is it going to look back at it and be like, man, Bitcoin is not 55K, it's now at 5K? Hard to say. Speculative. Yeah, so I have this kind of thought that if you believe in something or you think something has potential to make money, invest a little bit of money into it. And that's my approach with, when I got Tesla back in 2018. That's my approach with a lot of I a lot of stocks. Like you want to have like a little interest in it, cuz even if you don't invest too much of it, gains are gains. So I kind of think, maybe I can make some money off of Bitcoin, but oh my gosh, $110,000 for one Bitcoin? Gosh, that's that kind of crazy. I did hear though that some people, I was reading about the pro Bitcoin people, and some people were saying that Bitcoin has the ability to save. I know this is gonna sound very, very heart stars and rainbows here, but they say Bitcoin has the ability to help people out who flee from countries and they need to stash away their money. So, for instance, right, you put something on a platform, you flee the country, you come to the United States or you come to any other country, and even if they take everything away from you, as long as they don't have that 24 or 12 seed password recovery phrase, you can have access to your money. So it's like so it's like imagine if you were fleeing from a place and somehow you have some Bitcoin and then you can tap into it from anywhere in the world, and yeah, it's assuming your Bitcoin doesn't get hacked or something like that. But I was thinking like, huh, that is a good point. That is a good point. Huh. But if you forget your seed recovery phrase, your PIN code, then you are SOL. And yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I'd feel like, I thought about it too. I thought like, oh well, you hold it for an emergency. Okay, if I put in like $1,000 into Bitcoin and then an emergency happens, depending on the emergency, I imagine the price of Bitcoin would also tank too. It's, like if I am fleeing from a country, trying to get into another area or something, and I wanna, I don't want to smuggle my money on me, then yeah, having Bitcoin would be attractive for that reason. But or people could also say something like Monero. I was reading on that a little today. That would be even more attractive, but the price for Monero isn't as high as Bitcoin, or not too many people are trading that as much as this. So yeah, I just I don't know. So Bitcoin has been doing wonderful things from what I was reading in Venezuela, and people like using it there. But the other thing that I don't like about Bitcoin, gonna be honest here, is those freaking transaction fees. Like, oh gosh, transactions fees when you sell it, or when you buy it. I think when you buy it or when you sell it. I know I have to pay a transaction fee when I get it, and then I think if you want to sell it, you have to pay another transaction fee. It's just like fees upon fees, and if you do something like a stock, right? Yeah, you have to deal with Uncle Sam with that little document. Actually, you should be claiming profit on Bitcoin if you sell it, right? But yeah, I don't get hit with like fees whenever I buy a stock. So I have that, like I have those commission free trading things. So I don't have to, if I put in $1,000, I get $1,000 worth of stock, not $1,000 minus like 2% or something like that. Yeah, yeah, I don't like those things. So, well, like I said, I view Bitcoin as really like a bar of gold ish, or like a thing that you hold on to. But the downside about that is I worry about losing it. You know, if you have, let's say, a chunk of gold here, right? Let's say we had gold here, which we definitely don't have. But if we had like gold, you could stash it under the bed. You have it physically. You know, you could put it in a safety deposit box. As long as the bank doesn't get broken in, like you can feel and touch your hunk of gold or your coin of gold. But for Bitcoin, you lose your passcodes, you are screwed. Someone hacks into it somehow, your wallet, you are screwed there. It's I heard about, yeah, you lose your Ledger Nano S and you don't remember your PIN code, your password recovery, you're screwed there. It's gone forever. There is no forgot your password thing. So, yeah, you could put the code in a safety deposit box on a piece of paper. Yeah, that is true. I could do that. There's a thought, or I could put it, I don't know, I could just, I don't know. Some people, I don't know what you would do with that code. Put it in multiple areas, give it to, put it, I don't know, put it in 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 a vase or something. I don't know. Hope that vase doesn't get stolen, something like that. Who knows? But yeah, yeah. So it's just like a whole bunch of things. So yeah, that's the only worry that I have about Bitcoin. But again, you know, the amount that I'm putting in, which isn't going to be very much, it's going to be averaging up, averaging down. I just am kind of curious to see what happens. Also, someone had mentioned, I think it was Henry who mentioned it. If you have any stock, right? Any stock, any holdings, if you don't cash out, that is an unrealized gain. So, for instance, right, CCIV right now is at a 200% gain for me. If I do not cash out, that is not a realized gain. So I kind of wonder, you know, you might see some people who hold on to a stock or cryptocurrency, and then they might think like, oh, okay, well, you know, it went up 30% today. This is really great, and then it can just retract, and then you lose your money. So yeah, that's the other downside about cryptocurrency. Why I don't feel comfortable doing that, because if you have a train of people trying to buy stuff and then one day they decide, hell with it, we don't want to have crypto anymore, or that, can you make this easy to understand so I can understand this? So, yeah, it's just like it's so high level, some of this stuff. I'm like, what? Forks? What? What is this? I heard Ethereum has some sort of fork coming in, I think soon. I think it's within a couple months, and I was just like, whoa, whoa. It's just like blows my mind. So I don't know. Maybe I imagine like a lot of people who are buying cryptocurrency, they're not crypto geniuses. They just see it like, hey, this stock went up today, so I'm gonna buy it, and then they buy it, and they don't know anything about it. Maybe they own it, and they're like, I don't know what to do with it. I'm just holding it because it went up. So, so that's one of the downsides I think about cryptocurrency. It's not like, you know, you hold on to a stock like Google, and you can say like, okay, Google has a search engine. Google has YouTube. Google has Google Ads. If you hold on to some of these cryptocurrencies, I'm like, what? So so what's the point of this? Just you hope that more people use it? Is that it? More people are buying this cryptocurrency just to hold it for the sake of holding it? I don't get it. Oh no. You lost the stream for the past 2 minutes. Whoops. Now I was talking about give it to the stammers tattoo on my foot. Okay. Yeah, so I was talking to you guys. Yeah, so if you guys missed it, there's just so much cryptocurrencies out there. There's Polkadot, there's Monero, there's Ethereum, there's Litecoin, there's something else out there. I think there might be a banana coin out there. Of course, there's Dogecoin as well, Bitcoin. I don't understand the terminology or the science or tech behind it. Um, and I know it's not because it's really simple to understand. I think it's one of those high level stuff that people who really are kind of familiar with technology or people who kind of get that concept will understand. So some of the stuff that I'm reading, these like I forgot it. It sounds like rocket codes of sorts. I'm like, what the beep is this? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. So I know the people buying this stuff. I know for a fact, I would say 95% of the people, 90% of the people who are buying these cryptocurrencies, they don't know what this stuff is either. They just look at the gains and then they buy it for the sake of buying it. But with the stock, people can they can research the stock, right? And they can say, okay, in a couple months, let's say Google's planning to do this, so okay, most likely the stock is going to go up, and that's the reason why people invest. I think with cryptocurrency, the danger is like, what do you do with those other current cryptocurrencies? Is it just like your banking that is it just to hold for the sake of holding? Is it to hold it because you think like the US economy is going to go down the shitter? And then when it goes down the shitter, then you can go back to your Litecoin or you can make purchases off of that. Like that's the thing I don't understand. So that's why I don't like the idea of going off into other cryptocurrencies because I just think like what the beep am I gonna do with this stuff? Like these cryptocurrencies I have never heard about before. And I don't see anybody talking about. Does it just fade into oblivion? Like, yeah, there might be some kind of superior technology behind it, but yeah, well, it's not like I'm trying to buy anything illegal over here. So, like if let's say me and my friend, let's say one of my friends bought something from me, right? And they said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna, let's exchange payment via Monero, so nobody knows what it is." I would question, but like, why don't you just give me USD? Why don't you just send me payment on PayPal or Venmo it to me instead? Why are you gonna send me some kind of Monero currency, and then what do I do with the Monero when I get it? Then I have to pay fees to get back to USD. You see where I'm getting at? So I'm just like, I don't think people are gonna switch out to fiat currency. So that's just my thinking, though. I think the U.S. dollar is gonna be the strong one for quite some time, and I'm not seeing the adaptation being used, but the way I see cryptocurrency is kind of just like a store of money. Venmo, Venmo, Vimo. White pages. Okay. White paper. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to look at that white paper. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm gonna read that white paper and I'll be like, what? What is this thing again? So what do I do with this thing? It sounds really fancy, but why can't I PayPal people anymore? Why can't I just write people a check? Do I think the the system for banking is going to be shut down and then I can't access my funds and then I'm going to have to be like, "Okay, hold up a second. I'm going to send you some of my Monero or something so that way I can pay for this sort of thing." Okay. Yeah, you know my groceries Amazon? Yeah, I can't access my funds, so but I'll pay you in cryptocurrency. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, doomsday preppers. You know, if you really have doomsday prepper, what's gonna happen if, let's say, we have some kind of solar flare or something and the internet goes down? Then that would be really screwed. But I've also considered this. I thought, like, I know some people are buying those like big bricks or big coins of silver. I thought about it. I was like, you know what? Let's say doomsday happens. Let's say the internet's down. Nobody can exchange their Bitcoin because it's all in a ledger, and I'll be like, what the beep am I gonna do with the freaking Bitcoin? That kind of thing. But like, let's say no internet, nobody has access to their cash because all the banks are closed, or, and then you need to purchase something, right? Like, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna walk outside and be like, hey, I need some food, here's a silver coin, and they'll be like, what am I gonna do with the silver coin? I can't eat the silver coin. Just hold it. For what? Just hold it because it has a value. You see what I'm saying? So I kind of felt like if the doomsday happened, you shouldn't invest in silver or gold. You should actually probably invest in things like flashlights, batteries, food, water, alcohol, chocolate bars. Because yeah, if someone wanted to be like, hey, I need a if I needed to like go somewhere and cash wasn't working, and let's say someone had a car, I'd be like, hey, I'll pay you in some alcohol rather. People would be like, what's the use of cash if it really hits that point where the apocalypse comes in and like money is kind of meaningless, right? People would want to be in survival mode, not hold up, hold up. Yeah, I don't have any cash on me. I know you can't use a silver coin, but if things get better, trust me, you can cash that silver coin for money. See where I'm getting? Sigs. Yeah, I don't know. Like, so that's why I don't think of Bitcoin as like doomsday prepping stuff either, because people are gonna be like, what the beep am I gonna do with the Bitcoin? Oh boy, but Bitcoin is worth 55K, so I'll send you a little bit. But I don't have a wallet, right? What if you want to send it to someone and they don't got a wallet? Then they're gonna be like, I can't accept the Bitcoin because you can give me the Bitcoin, you can say you're gonna give me the Bitcoin, but I have no way of accepting it. Yeah, so I guess you could try the silver coin route, but if people are hungry, like I should, like, let's say New something happens in New York, the electricity is gone, there's a food shortage, there's no water at all. People are getting desperate. I can't walk on the street and be like, hold up a second, I got a silver coin. If anybody has water, I'll give you a silver coin. Because then people are going to say, I need to, everybody's looking for water too. And at that point, people don't care about money, they care about survival. Yeah, so I've thought heavily about that kind of stuff. So I don't invest in silver. I don't invest in gold because I have always thought like worst case scenario, what the beep do I do with that stuff? I mean, like if you want to sell it like down the line and recoup some money, then yeah, that's great. But it's not going to help me out if it's in a real dire pandemic situation here. So yeah, I think toilet paper will be more useful. And yeah, so I just yeah, so that's the other thing too. I'd like to bring up. So if you buy Bitcoin and terrible things happen, and you think about accessing your funds. If you want to pay someone and you only have Bitcoin, how are they going to accept it if they don't have a wallet? All right, just a thought there. So yeah, I hopefully it doesn't get to that point. I think the whole idea behind Bitcoin is just so people can feel safer or they can grow their money. I don't know. I don't really, I just see it as like a store of money, but I don't see it as like get me out of a crappy situation, emergency situation. Hold up, let me whip out the Bitcoin. Then people be like, "What the hell is this chick trying to do? Hold up, I got like a little bit of Bitcoin. Can I trade you some Bitcoin? Can I give you Bitcoin?" Yeah, so but pure heroin, isn't that the whole purpose of uh Bitcoin though? Like the whole idea was is like people hold on to it and then I mean you can day trade Bitcoin for sure, right? But you got to be cognizant about the transaction fees and things like that. But buy Bitcoin, let's say 45K, hold it when it hits 47K or 1%, 2% up, and then just sell it and then rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So I'm sure a lot of people made money from scalping that stuff. But for the people who are holding onto Bitcoin as a long-term investment, those people, right? Um, or when those people who have like put in, they're holding it because they say, well, what if that there's like some sort of thing where Bitcoin just like if US currency becomes obsolete and then Bitcoin is um the one trusted currency, you would I like I said, one of the things that I never kept into mind is like you're going to need people to have wallets, and I'm not seeing too many people wanting to open cryptocurrency wallets or deal with that kind of stuff. And then I heard one of the concerns about Bitcoin is like you can kind of see or you can see the history about what how many Bitcoins or what addresses a Bitcoin went through or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but that's one of the criticisms about Bitcoins. It's not completely private, if I remember correctly. Well, you know what? If you bought things on the dark web, you're also assuming that um you're also assuming that that would be you would have to go to the post office for that. And I don't know, if we're thinking about like a Armageddon kind of situation, I don't think the post office would really be running, depending on what it is. Or you would be worried about package theft too, right? So I don't know. I've kind of entertained the idea of like, what if there was some kind of terrible, terrible freaking situation that happened in the U.S. and people kind of went crazy because everybody's concept about money just went upside down. Yeah, we're just gonna go into, in my opinion, people are just gonna fall back onto the whole bartering system and be like, hey, like someone mentioned, like, hey, do you have any cigarettes? Because I want cigarettes. Or, hey, I need some toilet paper. Um, I'll give you like a Twix bar for a roll of toilet paper or something. Yeah, people would not be concerned about the value, like whole $4.50 kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I heard Monero's private though. But the price of Monero, the gain from Monero hasn't gone up like Bitcoin is either. So I don't know. I heard for the dark web stuff, people are adopting more into Monero. So I was kind of glancing into that, but I was like thinking to myself, Erica, do you really see yourself doing these kind of transactions? Me, my butt? Not really. Not really, actually. I guess a good currency to invest in, not financial advice, just me ranting, would be the one that would be really good for criminals. Like what would be the best cryptocurrency that if I wanted to pay someone in some terrible stuff, like nobody could figure it out. That's the one that I think people should be behind. With also low fees, hopefully. Maybe I heard that Polkadot one has low fees, but I just heard about it. Okay, it's Monero. Okay. Okay, so it looks like Monero is the way to go. And yeah, so I'll look into Monero when else. So I'm still planning to invest some into Bitcoin. Maybe I'll hold on to some Monero and I'll be like, yeah. So you guys, I just want to hold on to some dark currency just cause I might be, maybe it'll be good for some Apple chips. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You guys know I wouldn't do that. Yeah, Polkadot. Yeah, I don't know. I just read about Polkadot today. I really thought Polkadot was some kind of. I was like, what is this? Some kind of cutesy little cryptocurrency? What are we gonna make? Heart stars and rainbow currency too? So yeah, I guess Monero's. I'll look into Monero and look at the chart for that. But I just think like, yeah, I think in the event that you think that some shady stuff is going to happen in the world, then you really want to have a cryptocurrency that protects you from it, and then you don't have to worry about your own personal wallet or something like getting attacked. And if you have something like $300,000 in Monero, you don't have to worry about someone specifically targeting you because somehow they're able to figure out like, hey, you know, so and so has $300,000 worth of Monero. So, yeah, I guess I have to. I feel like I'm going. Yeah, so I'm pretty much, kind of like hands off my stock portfolio right now. So I think I can use probably that time to look up the Monero stuff a little bit more and the Polkadot. And I know someone mentioned the white paper stuff. Yeah, yeah, they're gonna launch that ETH 2.0, I think, in April, but I might be remembering it wrong. So, yeah, so I kind of, yeah, I don't know. Like, after you make Monero, couldn't there be another, like, something similar to Monero coming out? Because there's so many different cryptocurrencies. Isn't there going to be overlap after a while? Like, they're going to be kind of like the same thing, but just different names. And that's my concern about the whole crypto thing because, like, people will hear about all this stuff and they'll be like, frick, which way do I go? I would just, I personally, like I've said, I would go with the one where if I was like some kind of shady criminal, like if I wanted to buy some stuff that I really shouldn't be buying, that's the cryptocurrency. I think that would get more backing because then people will be like, yeah, we want to buy some, I don't know, some banned plant or something from the other side of the world, and yeah, we don't want the money getting traced, so let's buy some Monero or some one of those like dark web like cryptocurrencies so nobody knows who sent it, and then we can't be directly linked to it at all. So, and that's the currency I think that would get backing is that would stand a really good chance. Not this like not the not any of those things where because I've always thought like, yeah, you don't want to have it to become a security risk. I would not want anybody to know like, hey, this wallet has a lot of money or this wallet has like a little crumb in there, but yeah, check this wallet out and possibly try crack into it or whatever. No. Yeah. No, it's what do you mean pure heroine? I would have to ask you guys for this kind of stuff because I mean your the intellect that you guys have is like way above me. And I know like for instance, anonymous individual definitely knows their stuff. And then you got some people who look up the white paper. For me, I'm like, can you explain it like I'm five? Like, okay, so what do I do with this stuff? How do I get this stuff? I found out for instance like there's some kind of platform that you can buy cryptocurrency from people around the world, and I was like, whoa, 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 hold up a second, like directly or so, and I was like, what? buying crypto directly from another person? Oh, that sounds kind of shady. Because I'm so used to exchanges, right? So, yeah, but I don't know. Then it gets down like the slippery slope. It's like, Erica, why are you going to be investing in cryptocurrency that criminals use? Do you plan on being one of those people? Do you want to sell it back to one of those people? Oh, well, not really. I just wanted to go after some gains. And then it just seems a little silly over there because it's not like I'm trying to, do anything or smuggle something, and that's the reason why I'm buying this crypto. It's just, oh, I thought there was a money-making opportunity. But yeah, yeah.
I have 800 Dogecoin.
You have 800 Dogecoin?
800 Dogecoin, Erica.
Hold it.
I'm gonna sell it.
Yeah, see, Paper Hands is gonna sell. Paper Hands gonna be like, hold up, it's gonna drop from 5 cents all the way down to 3 cents.
I also have 0.8 Dash Coin.
What the hell's Dash Coin?
Apparently it's $261 worth of coin.
Dash?
Dash Coin is $323.
Hey, do you have any Polkadot?
No.
You have any Monero?
No.
You're not a hardened criminal. I was just telling you know.
Monero is a privacy coin. I don't use that.
You should. You might be able to get some.
My child sex trafficking ring?
No, you might be able to get some top secret chips or something from one of those.
Secret chicks?
Yeah, like Silk Road or something. Tell them like I'm looking for these like top secret, fruit chips. You know the ones you're looking for. Just pay them in Monero or something.
What top secret chicks? Are they hot?
No, chips, not chicks. You know those ISL somethings, whatever you were looking for?
You mean like the hoe that's been following me throughout my YouTube comments?
What? No, no, not that. No, you know what I'm talking about. Hey, you could get some, banana schematics or something like that. Maybe you could pay them in Monero.
Are you saying that I should pay the titty streamers in Monero?
What?
I should pay for the chicks?
No. Why would you pay for those people anyway? I'm talking. I'm
I don't
talking
pay for sex, and I never will.
What? Here I am trying to talk about how to get some things to expand business, and here he is talking about streamers. What?
Ah, my leg hurt.
Your leg hurts.
Make my leg better.
What?
Make my leg better.
Oreo, emotional support kitty, where are
I don't
you?
need emotional support. I want my leg to be better.
Well, I
Make my
can.
leg better?
Well, did you tell people how you hurt your leg?
Racing my younger employees that play soccer.
Yeah, so he was running really hard.
I beat 2 of them.
And then, what happened? Like, did you hear a pop or something?
No pop. I beat 2 of them, and then I went to a second race, and then I lost, and then I did a third race, and then I fell.
He fell. And how did you fall?
I noticed that something was probably wrong, so I stopped. But then I didn't stop in time, so when I stopped,
He started limping. Yeah, and then he called me up because he wanted me to help him up the stairs, but I had my phone on silent, right?
She didn't have her phone on silent. She just doesn't pick up when she sees it's me.
No,
That always happens.
so he had to get his way up the stairs, and I imagine you probably look like something from The Ring coming up the stairs. You guys ever watch that, like The Grudge or something, where you got the long-haired woman? Like, can you imagine him going up the stairs?
She doesn't answer the
on
phone
all
to me.
fours, being like, oh, I gotta get up on
She was probably on the phone with someone who steals her Bitcoin.
Huh? Hey, you know what? I was just talking about ways you can get certain things. Monero is something that these dark web criminals come in, and I think there is a new class of things that you can get. Possibly.
Jason used to try and mine Monero on the office computer.
Really?
Like, you motherfucker.
What?
Yeah, because I heard the fan was spinning fast. I'm like,
that's
his
hard.
computer's idling.
Wow.
It was an i3 too. What the fuck are you mining on an i3?
Okay.
He was trying to mine.
You know what? Maybe Monero's a good thing. Maybe I can. I don't know. You go on one of those like websites and be like, "Dear people of the dark intrawebs, I was wondering if you have any schematics because I would really appreciate some. I will pay you in some Monero. Please let me know rate." What?
Make my leg feel better. How do I make my leg feel better?
I told you, go to the doctor.
That's not going to make my leg feel better. That's going to make his dollar feel better.
Yeah, so...
The last time I hurt my leg, the doctor didn't make my leg feel better.
He's been limping around.
Doctor said come back in 1 or 2 years.
He actually had, like, the chills, too. But you don't have. It doesn't look like you have the chills
I
today.
did just 5 minutes ago when I went to the kitchen.
Yeah. So
I
if
tried to
he
do this.
walks,
Oh, no, no, no.
if he walks too much, he actually breaks
It's
out
not
in the
too much
chills.
as if I walk without avoiding putting pressure on a certain part. So if I engage my glute to get, I have to keep my ass out like this, so I feel like a
Yeah,
fucking...
so I told him I was gonna get him crutches. But the thing is that like when he walks, I think I'm worried that something could have
It's
torn
this.
in his leg. I'm not gonna show you his crotch, but
Why not?
what?
Yeah, you just don't want views, do you? Anyway, right, it's right over here that it hurts.
Yeah,
Right next
it's
to my
right.
groin.
Yeah, you know, right where,
Ah.
right next to his groin,
Ah.
vertically.
Huh.
Yes, I think he might have torn something. Yeah, so he is shivering again. He has the chills. I told him to go to the doctor, but he doesn't want to go to the doctor because he doesn't want to get surgery or anything like that. So I just don't think it's healthy for him to have the chills, but I can't do anything about it because I'm not a medical professional and he doesn't want to get checked out right now. And no, I'm just saying you should probably, if you're breaking out in chills like that and every couple steps and chattering teeth and things like that, it's not good. No, it's just me being honest here. Cause like I've sprained my ankle twice, and it was one time it's like I tripped and I fell down a flight of stairs. I heard my ankle pop. It was like pop, right? But even though I was in so much pain, I never broke out in the chills. I've known people who dislocated their shoulder and they never had chills. You know, the full blown chill where you're shaking and your teeth are chattering. Yeah, nobody I know has had that, but he's been having the chills, but he doesn't want to see the doctor. So, yeah. So I guess the only solution to this is hope that he recovers without seeking medical attention, but I just don't think that's. I don't know. This kind of injury, when you have chills, that tells me it's probably pretty. How would I say this? Pretty bad. It's probably causing a lot of pain, and I worry that if it keeps going on, then maybe some serious damage can be done. But again, I can't, force anyone to do anything. But all I can do is just hope that he gets better. Yeah, he doesn't want to see one. He doesn't want to see one because if he sees one, most likely they're gonna say, "Hey, we want you to maybe get surgery," or and he doesn't want to get opened up. He's gonna refuse any surgery, 100%. So yeah, that's the reason about not wanting to see a doctor. So the only option is just to heal naturally. But yeah, I told him like, let me go get him some crutches and to elevate his leg, and that's about it. But walking down the stairs, I don't know how he's gonna walk down the stairs. Yeah, I don't see it because after about 10 steps or so, he starts shivering. No, it's like when where your tendon is on your inner thigh, the vertical where your inseam is, the inseam of your pants, you measure that vertical strip from your knee all the way to your groin. There's something over there that I think maybe have ripped or torn. I don't know what it is. Um, and then you either have to maybe get surgery, get it checked out, or get a scan. So I advocated for a scan as well. I said, hey, check into getting some x-ray done, or I don't know what they kind of imaging scan, and make sure you don't cause any further damage, because I don't want it to heal improperly. If it is a tear or something, I don't want it to just get worse, and then from there they say, no, you really have to get surgery now. Oh, I don't know how much it's gonna scan. Probably really expensive. Oh, I'm not scared of surgery, at all. I'm not scared. So, um, yeah. You okay?
I forgot my water. So.
Your water's right behind you.
Actually, I don't need to. Maybe I should refill it.
Cool. Yeah. Go refill it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So he has to lay off the exercise for a while because, if he has a hard time putting weight on his leg, then there's no way he's going to be able to lift 200 pounds or so, right? A person who injured their leg really shouldn't be doing squats if they can't even walk down the stairs. So that's what I'm trying to get at. So I think this could be possibly a few months, maybe a year, slow recovery, can't push himself. I don't know how he's gonna get downstairs, to be very frank with you guys. Hmm? Yeah, the owls. What? Out of a 10 scale, what would you rate your pain as? 8 out of 10. Yeah, so he's the pain scale is 8 out of 10. Yeah. I'm not a doctor. I can just I kind of want to get one of those athletic tapes and try tape up his leg and see if that helps. Yeah, he's in a lot of pain. But yeah, I think it's important for him to start using crutches, and then that way he can get weight off that leg at least. Try put one foot up. Your foot that injured, try put it up.
Where?
Just put it off the ground. Like bend your leg a little. Does it hurt less?
It's not that. It's when I put my glutes forward.
So when you put your glutes
forward. Yeah, like when finishing a deadlift position. Instead of being lazy like this and having your ass stick out, doing.
So when you move your hips forward when you're, or like if you're trying to hump something, for instance, for lack of better description.
Keep showing up in my comment section.
That one, if you try to like thrust, I guess. It's
almost like Erica engineered this.
Yeah, it causes him a lot of pain. So he has to be very he has to.
See, she laughs at it. This is the kind of evil girlfriend that I have.
I'm not the one who,
like, when I got COVID, she's like, I'm shivering and I can't breathe, and she's like, what is it? What is it?
I didn't say what is it. Okay, what?
Is it?
Hold up. Before you vilify me in that, I'm gonna explain the whole backstory behind it, okay? So he's shivering. It's pitch black, right? I don't know what's going on. He grabs me, he's shaking, and I'm like, what is it? What is it? Because I'm trying to understand, does he want me to call a hospital, the doc, does he want me to call 911? Is he having a seizure? Is he, I don't know, and he's not talking to me.
Like, leave me alone.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is? So it's pitch black. I can't see what's going on. I don't know if you're shaking because you're seizing up or you're having a stroke or what. So I ask you, and I remember he's grabbing for me, and I don't understand what's going on because, again, I don't know if I have to call 911. And then what does he do? He tells me, he says, I wish you were smarter.
You weren't doing that. You were like, stop bothering me.
No, I know. I said, what is it? No, I said, what is it? Because
I can't tell you. I can't breathe.
You can't breathe, but you can shiver. You can shiver, and you can't tell me.
Dr. Erica here.
No. But I'm just saying, like, I needed you to tell me what was going on, or just, trying to, like, let me know, not just like, because it's like pitch black. We don't have a light on this side of the thing, so it's not. Yeah. So that's why I was trying to understand, like, what is happening, because I can't understand. I can't see what's happening to you. I knew you were shaking, but I didn't know, if this is a stroke, if this is a seizure. I don't.
I'm gonna be able to tell you that. I think this is a stroke, not a seizure, based on my.
No, I mean, like, you could say, like, call 911 or something like that. Oh, someone said to bring you to a walk-in clinic, and then that'll be like $70 or so, maybe $200.
It's $120.
$120.
They're probably in Montana.
What?
You know what happened the last time I went to one?
What?
They said, yeah, I can't really tell you what's going on. Go to the surgeon. And then I go to the surgeon, and when I get in there, I go to the waiting room. I finally get in, and before we even go over, what I feel or what's going on, he starts talking about the surgery, the procedures for it, how to schedule it, and it's like, you haven't even looked at my leg yet. It's like, oh yeah, the doctor told me what was going on from before, so here's it. And then I said, okay.
Did you have any scans?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No,
You
total
just.
fucking cunt, like complete car salesman.
So why don't you go to another doctor then?
Well, then he said that I wouldn't, if I didn't get the surgery, I'd never be able to run, wouldn't walk properly ever again, and I'd never lift weights again. What a cunt, because I deadlifted 300 pounds for a set of 7 just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, so like I said, you should probably go to a place or ask a doctor to give you some scans. And that way you can see exactly what's going on.
Scans are like thousands of dollars.
Well, yeah, those things cost money, but it's important for your leg to be working, right?
It'll be working just fine in 6 months, regardless of whether I waste money on a scan.
Yeah, so he doesn't want to spend money on this stuff. Yeah, but you gotta prioritize yourself. Like, I don't want it to get worse. You're not prioritizing yourself if you don't even want to go to the doctor. And you don't want to even spend money on yourself.
If we were in the year 2200, and I go to the doctor, and he presses a button and my pain goes away, that would be different. We're in the Stone Age of 2021, where I go to a doctor and he goes, okay, bro, I'm not really sure what's going on. Maybe you'll get better in 6 months, maybe you won't. Here's a surgeon you may want to go to.
So go to another doctor. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, if you're go to like 20 of them to find a doctor
you don't.
that doesn't suck.
No, you don't.
I'm gonna
I can find you a doctor.
Genius Bar doctor.
Huh?
All the doctors I wind up going to are Apple Genius Bar doctors. This isn't cancer. It's leg pain.
Yeah. So Alex said, "Who's gonna take care of the store if you're gone?"
My employees, and if they can't, well, then I'll know what to do when I'll know who to get rid of when I go back. Listen, here's the thing. This is management. If you've built a company that can't run if you're not there for a week or two, you don't actually have a week or two. You don't have a company.
He doesn't have a fever.
You don't own a business. You're renting the business. So when I come back, I did this over the summer as well. In June and July, I stepped back for several weeks, and then I figured out what fucked up and what went wrong, and then I implemented new policies so that they would. And we'll see this time. I'll be away for a week or two, and if everything falls apart, then I'll know that I didn't actually build a business. I built garbage.
Yeah, well, anyway, you guys can see the big difference between how he treats things versus how I treat things. If I had an injury like this, I would be at a doctor ASAP. Like the next day kind of thing, or 2 days later. No question about it.
Nerd.
What? It's true. It's true. I don't want to be one-legged person. I don't want to be a pirate. What?
A pirate. You're a pirate troll.
No, I'm not a pirate troll.
I beat you up even with one leg.
Huh? But why? It's.
You bully.
I just hope your leg is okay. You really should go to the doctor. Especially because you're breaking out in the chills multiple times a day.
That's a feature.
Huh?
It's like 20 degrees outside.
I know.
Good thing I have a Motorola.
Huh?
I love my Motorola.
If he has to stick around, yeah. Yeah. I know. So he has a problem walking.
No, you're overdoing this. Put the camera this way so they can see my walk.
Huh? What?
It'll also
Okay.
increase your
Yeah, I know. You guys get to see my clutter pile. Okay. Wait, hold on.
Yeah. Now everybody's gonna see the shit that I want you to get rid of. Yeah, that's
Look
right.
at that. That's my clutter pile over there.
When people say, "Why don't you let her deck?" This has been here for over 8 months.
No, it hasn't. I just put
that
there.
Lies.
No.
Lies. Anyway.
Okay, that's my free box. I can
walk.
Okay.
I can walk back.
Okay.
I can even use the leg that you say is useless to take your clutter pile and... Ow! Worth it. Worth it. Worth it. One thing I cannot do that's killing me is... See how my ass is sticking out? Yeah. I'm not doing that for an OnlyFans, and I'm not doing that to try to get you a viewership, even though, let's face it, it would. It's... When I try to adjust...
Oh, goodness.
Like this...
Okay.
Oh, God. Like, right over here.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm being stabbed repeatedly. And then I feel like the knife is getting really cold. And then hot at the same time. But not like the icy hot like the condoms that are really cool, but like the poison of some sort, or herpes.
Okay.
It's horrible. So I wind up walking with my ass out.
Okay.
Which granted, given that my store is in Chelsea, is probably a good way to get business, but...
Okay.
Not... Yeah, so I can walk. I can walk.
Okay, so you can walk.
Yeah. It's just if I step in the wrong place or I properly put my hips in a place, then I wind up feeling pain over here, and then I freeze, and I actually did it again.
See, he's actually
Fuck.
he's
Ah, there, it went away. It didn't
yeah.
last long. I think kicking the crap box.
So people said go to see a chiropractor. They can do an X-ray scan and see what's wrong. Oh, that's a good idea.
Chiropractors are the biggest scams in the world. They're like psychics. They're like the psychics of doctors. Doctors.
See, so why don't you want to go? Chiropractors. You actually have to go to school for that. You have to get training. You have to give them a little bit more legitimacy. It's like a dermatologist. They don't just what. It's true. You have to what? You don't think dermatologists are real doctors?
I'm sure a dermatologist is a real doctor. More so than a chiropractor.
I think you're just showing how much you know about doctors. Like those people, they have to get a. So yeah, you have to get a master's degree to be a chiropractor. That's what Alex says. What? So anyway, so yeah, when you walk, if you move a certain direction, then I guess it causes you issues.
Oh.
Yeah. So that is what he has to deal with. Can you bend down?
Where? How so?
Bend down, like you're gonna pick something up.
Oh! Ah! I could get it all the way to here. It's like that last 1% where you're completing the ow. Ah. 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 You're completing the deadlift is the part that hurts. The actual going down is... Yeah, see, I can put my hands on the floor. Let's see, I can put my fingertips in the floor this way. I'm old and fat, so...
Okay.
But...
Yeah, so anyway, people are just saying that, yeah, you really should see a doctor. That's a consensus.
Sounds like a bunch of people that have stock in United Health in the chat.
Okay, never mind.
American healthcare is a scam.
Yeah, but, people benefit from seeing a doctor. They don't just... There's a reason...
They do. Insurance companies benefit. The receptionist benefits.
No, that's the reason why people say,
Guy's wife who buys
people
Porsche
get surgery.
benefits.
He's gonna need... Huh?
The guy, doctor's wife. When she buys
Yeah,
him
so
the Porsche
anyway,
benefits.
he's just avoiding going to the doctor because he doesn't want to get
I have
surgery.
fear of surgery. I don't want to be opened up in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, those are my yeast Kens. See that?
There's no pill that
Yeast
fixes
Ken.
this.
So. Like bread yeast? Yeast Ken. Look that up.
Oh.
Yeah, so. Anyway.
Pills, the only way to fix something like this is surgery. It's not like there's a pill or a change in diet or anything like that. So if I don't need surgery, I don't need surgery. If I do need surgery, I'm not going to get it, which means that there's nothing a doctor is going to be able to say that's going to affect me in any way, shape, or form anyway.
Okay. No, because if like, for instance, right, if you tear a tendon or you rip something, they might recommend getting surgery and then to repair it or to sew things up together. So that's what I was trying to tell him. Like, yeah, you should, like that, those kind of mobility things, like I would not mess around with that. There's certain things, like even when I sprained my ankle, I went to the doctor and I got x-rays done because you don't want to find out that you have a fracture in one of your bones, right? In your foot bones. And then you don't, it heals wrong or something like that. So that's the way I am with myself. But so that's why it's like, I kind of think, hey, if anything happens, I don't know what's going on with his leg or his tendon or his ligament, but if something is torn, I don't want it to heal itself and then somehow it heals the wrong way. You get what I'm saying?
Not getting opened up.
You're not really getting opened up though.
Yeah, because I'm not letting them.
They just make a small incision, and then it's like that's all. Like some people, they get hand surgery, right? They have to get like carpal tunnel stuff, and then they do it that way. And there's a reason why medical surgeons exist. They do wonderful work.
Stop being stubborn, Lewis. Gargle my balls, Alex. You get cut open. Film yourself getting cut open, and then I'll go.
You probably have a few people over here who's. You know who else got cut open? The people who got their wisdom teeth taken out.
I have not had done either. My dentist said that I'd be in excruciating pain within 6 months if I didn't have my wisdom teeth get taken out. That was 16 years ago. It was like minor pain for a month or two, and then I kind of everything shifted and adjusted to it.
Yeah. So
now my face is wider.
Yeah, so the thing about like, the reason why dentists tell you to get your wisdom teeth removed is sometimes, you hope the teeth grow upwards, right? But let's say you have your back molar here, right? And your wisdom tooth is over here. If it doesn't grow straight up and it grows this way, it can cause all your teeth to start shifting. So that's what I heard. And then yeah, so I got my wisdom teeth removed because my orthodontist or no, my dentist told me, yeah, yeah, it looks like one's going wonky, so just remove it.
Be a man and see a doctor. Gargle my fucking balls, you simping audience. Oh my god.
I don't think people are being simping. I think
that
people.
That is simping shit. Be a man.
I think
you are not a man if you are telling other people to be a man. That makes you a bitch. That makes you a complete and utter bitch.
I don't really think so, but okay.
I shouldn't be reading chat. I don't want to. I shouldn't ruin your stream.
No, it's fine.
I lay down. But they're simps.
Wow, if I didn't take my wisdom teeth at 24, I would be paying. Look at that. I would be paying for it by losing both teeth. Yikes. Yeah. So anyway, like I said, I just hope it heals correctly, and yeah. So, because my clutter pile's over here, I'll show you what's going on. So those are 2 empty boxes, and I'm supposed to put my free out box out, but the problem is that it's a freaking winter. It's freaking snowing, and yeah, people want to stay indoors, so I don't want this stuff getting all stolen in. So I'm waiting for it not to snow so I can just move the stuff outwards. But yeah, we're having pretty crazy snow right now. Close up of the yeastkins. You want to see the yeastkins? Hold on. Okay, fine. So until I can move my little free box out, they're saying, oh, and this chair's going out too. Oh, there's a litter box. I gotta scoop that thing. But yeah, here's my yeastkins over here. See my little yeastkins? I have another one too. Where'd my other one go? Yeah, so there's my little collection of them. I have a really cute one. Yeah, so all my plushies here, my extra plushies, and I like yeast hen. So this is my melon pond one. It's super squishy. Look, it has like a little melon pond. Oh, wait, how did it? Is this dust? Arg! There's like dirt or something. I think it fell on the ground. I gotta wash that now. But yeah, it's super. Oh, I got a mark on it. Yeah, see, it got dirty. That's why I like keeping them in the plastic, because then if they're in the plastic, they don't get dirty. No yeastkin. So, yeah. They're so cute, though. I don't think they're terrifying. They're supposed to look like little breads. See? It's like supposed to be a little bread. He doesn't mind them. He does not mind it. And then, let's see over here. There's my little professional setup. And I'm not going to show you the influencer sleeping, but I will show you.
Onlyfans.com.
Okay, lickety. Huh?
She's not lickety, she's my Blackberry.
Blackberry.
See, she's my Blackberry. She is not a lickety, she is a failing stock.
Failing stock. You know, your views about Blackberry changed a lot. Before you used to really love her. Then you called her money printer.
That was back when she was a money printer.
And then now you just look at her and you just see you give her this look of disappointment sometimes.
Yes.
Like she thought she was gonna make you millions upon millions of dollars if she went up to. Imagine if Blackberry went up at like $480. Like GME or something.
I would have gotten Blackberry a butler.
Why? You would have got Blackberry.
I would have gotten Blackberry a butler and a security guard, so that when Oreo tries to rape her, the security guard allows her to not have to move and keep her space.
What?
I would have hired a security guard for her.
If Blackberry went up to $480.
I would have gotten Blackberry your own personal guard. Oreo would have never been able to threaten her again. Because I know she probably does that when I'm not home.
No, he doesn't threaten her.
Yeah, I see it.
No, he just wants to pursue her. He wants to be a little predator. A predator. Well, anyway,
Does he want to be a predator?
Oreo?
Yeah.
He's a predator. I see him crouching down, low, like he's a lion behind the African wild grass.
What, wild grass?
Yeah,
Is that a thing?
you know the dry grass in Africa that the lions, like, or the cheetahs or whatever, the leopards hide under the tall grass. And yeah, I see Oreo doing that little crouching stance, and I'm like, oh,
Oreo is the grass, not the tiger.
No, he looks like he's trying to hide behind some invisible grass.
He is the grass.
Yeah, you know what? He moves. Thank you very much.
Like the grass moves too.
No, you know what I mean. I don't even know what. Oriole's been so busy sleeping today. I mean, he just wakes up, eats, goes back to sleep, barely moves. I mean, that cat is really living the life. You really worked him way too hard at 186 First Avenue. I don't know how you did that, but he doesn't move very much now. He just naps and cuddles into a little ball. And even when I call him, Oreo does not come to me anymore. Oreo! Oreo! He goes, handsome!
You're calling him, he doesn't know what that means, Erica.
He knows what handsome is.
You say that enough times, Mr. Clinton's gonna come over.
No, I call Oreo handsome all the time, but he never comes over.
Mr. Clinton! Mr. Clinton! Come here, Mr. Clinton! Here, Clinton! Here, Clinton! Mr. Clinton! Mr. Clinton? You know, when he was less than a year old, I trained him to stop meowing when I was on the phone? Because I used to pretend I was in an office. And when I was taking phone calls for MacBook Repair in my apartment, and he would meow and scream when he heard me talking, because he'd think I was talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to differentiate between when I'm on the phone and when I'm talking to him so that he would shut up.
Okay.
So if he thinks that I'm on the phone, he won't speak.
Okay.
But see, look, he came to me. Look. Where's your Oreo?
Orio's busy.
Can you show the little Mr. Clinton cat?
Okay. I guess I
Increase the stream viewership and ratings.
Okay.
And CPMs and monetization. Your CPM just tripled right now.
My CPM did not triple.
Your CPM tripled.
No, I'm probably gonna get. I know.
Look at this adorable Clinton. He loves me. He loves you too, Erica.
Oreo, get over here, Oreo. You're making me look bad.
Oreo doesn't love you.
Oreo.
Why don't you embrace Clinton?
Huh?
Embrace Mr. Clinton.
Well, I like supporting the underdog. Thank you very much.
Clinton is the underdog.
No, he's not the underdog. He's the one that gets all these
thrown
videos.
away.
Huh?
He was thrown away. He had to have surgery on his leg.
He was thrown away with a bad leg?
No, he got a bad leg because he was chasing someone in this apartment.
Okay.
Probably. And see that. Look at Mr. Clinton.
I know.
Look at how fast he is.
I know.
How smart he is.
You know what? We got to give Oreo like a 30-minute time to get to the side of the apartment. Oreo, get over here, Oreo. I bet you that freaking cat is sleeping too. Oreo's like, I do not acknowledge your request. He's just being freaking stubborn. Oreo.
He's not stubborn. He's not physically capable of getting over here.
He is capable. That cat can run to the food bowl. I've seen him.
Run.
He does run to the food bowl.
He has no ability to run.
He does run. He puts the most energy whenever he goes to the food bowl. But right now, it's like I feel like I'm calling out to the wall. Oreo.
Levin So asked if BlackBerry gets bangs.
What?
You have Levin So on your stream now. Oh. That's the one that leaves all those really creepy comments in my comment section. And now he's leaving them in yours.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man. At least Clinton got leg surgery. Yeah, he didn't have a choice. That's the thing that sucks about being a cat. His was actually really fucked up. It was hanging on by a thread.
Oh, jeez.
Like, you could see the thread. It was really creepy.
There's still no sight of Oreo cat.
Maybe he's in the closet.
He is not. Did you close the closet on him?
Maybe.
What?
I don't
Why
know.
would you do that to my baby?
I don't think I closed it on
Oreo, get
him.
over here, Oreo.
I just closed the closet like I usually do, and because he has a brain the size of a pea, He keeps going in there.
No, he does not go in that closet.
So, you know, remember how when we opened the closet, he would run in every single time?
I
And
know. I don't know why.
I put so much effort into training him to not do that shit, and he still does it.
Yeah, that was his man cave. That's his closet, not your closet. Oreo, get over here. Oreo.
GameStop.
He's just being very...
Can't stop, won't stop,
I'm
GameStop.
still just trying to get Oreo Cat over here. Oreo, I'll give you more greenies. No, he doesn't care.
Can't stop, won't stop.
No, he's not in the closet. He's just taking his sweet time. I think he's sleeping. I really think he's sleeping. Okay, let's find Oreo. Let's see.
Where is Oreo?
He's not in the closet. I know he's not in the closet. Hold on.
He's not in the closet. He keeps trying to bang back.
No, he's not in the closet. I know he's not in the closet. He's right here. He's sleeping on his little chair. Oriole's on his chair. Oh, my little handsome. Oreo, I was calling out to you. How come you didn't come on the bed? Oh, I know. You work so hard, Oreo. He can hear me. Tis Oreo. Oh, little tip. Look who came over here. No, he's not deaf. By the way, so now he's on dental powder, Cosequin, and cat multivitamin. So every day he gets those 3. And I wish I could say it's for the other cats, but truly it's mostly just for this cat because he has mobility issues. He has, oh, hello there. Hello there. He has mobility issues. He has bad breath. And he definitely is the extra care cat. Oh, I didn't say that. Yeah, so anyway, I will talk to you guys later. I hope that this snow thing lifts up a little bit so I can start putting stuff outside again. It kind of sucks because when it snows so much, I don't want to put stuff outside because it's going to just get covered in snow. And then, like, who wants to get stuff that is just kind of gross and, you know, wet and things like that. So that is it. Yeah, I'm going to be happy when the snow melts, and then that way I could just resume what I was doing before. But I will talk to you guys later. I'm only at, continue for the next video. Yeah. I am, yeah, and then tomorrow I got, volunteering that I need to go to. Yeah, I've been, I missed two weeks ago, and then I missed last week, too. So, yeah, has not been good. So this week, definitely tomorrow I have to go, for sure. So, yeah, I shall talk to you guys later. And Oreo is probably going to go back to sleep. I shall see you.